Burial remained the uncontested norm in church history until the late 1800s, when liberal Protestants in England and America began advocating for cremation. Even today, the Eastern Orthodox Church totally forbids cremation. The Roman Catholic Church forbade it until 1963, but even now in their 1983 canon law still strongly prefers burial. But the strongest witness comes from the early church. Tertullian said, "The practice of Christians is to bury the dead. Among the heathens, bodies are burned. Among us, they are buried." Cyril of Jerusalem said, "Let us not be like the heathen who burn their dead." At the Council of Braga in 563, they said, "If anyone denies the resurrection of the body and chooses to burn the bodies of the dead rather than bury them, let him be anathematized." The burning of Christian martyrs was intended to shake the confidence of believers in the resurrection, but it never deprived them of that hope. In fact, with Polycarp, who was burned at the stake in 155 AD, Christians still gathered his remains and gave him a proper burial. This shows how deeply committed the early church was to the practice of burial. Another strong witness to the early church's commitment was the Roman catacombs. These underground tunnels beneath the streets of Rome stretch for hundreds of kilometers and contain the remains of hundreds of thousands of Christians. The catacombs were almost exclusively used by Christians, clearly reflecting their belief in the bodily resurrection and the rejection of cremation. After Christianity became the dominant faith in the Roman Empire under Constantine, cremation decreased and disappeared entirely by the 5th century. Further evidence that burial was the norm among the faithful. Another thing you're likely aware of is the custom of church graveyards, which emerged in the 6th and 7th centuries. This practice didn't begin to decline until the 19th century, but is still upheld today by traditionalist churches like Anglicans, Lutherans, and Catholics. It's a beautiful picture of our hope, where the faithful of a congregation are buried together in anticipation of all being raised together at the end of history.
Don't stop here. Watch the whole video above to learn more about the Christian beliefs surrounding burial and cremation.